Good afternoon, everybody. I literally told my roommate that I was not going to be making any video content today. And here we are. I was sitting here eating lunch and I saw the craziest news. And it is that ChatGPT just launched today, March 23rd, some new features, including plugins as well as internet access. So I wanted to dive into those really quick because I think that there is just some really cool stuff that is coming our way. Now, I will warn you that we don't have access to it, but they do have an application process, and I have applied for it. So we'll see if we can't do that. So inside of ChatGPT, if you go all the way down to the left-hand side, there's an updates and FAQ section. You can click on that, and it's going to take you to a Reddit-style thread. And I popped this guy open because I didn't see anything on ChatGPT's website or their YouTube page about it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, let's dive in. Let's see what we got going on. And I was like, oh, updated a week ago. But then I saw this right here, updated today. So that's right. So going and clicking on this ChatGPT plugin, it is now going to give us access to build out plugins or use plugins. And I want you guys to think of this very similar to Chrome extensions, right? So what you're going to be able to do is some really incredible stuff. Now, the example that I saw was on TikTok, and the TikToker basically used ChatGPT through a plugin to figure out what they wanted to make, and then it Instacarted all of the ingredients for the meal that they were going to make. And then Instacart showed up like an hour later with all of the things. And so now they have what they're going to eat, a recipe for making it, and then Instacart just bing shows up at the door. So that is crazy to me. And I think from a real estate use case, those experiences, if you think back to our core strategies, conversions, operations, retentions, and experiences, we can do some really cool stuff. And I just think that that is really powerful. But I wanted to look at some of these little white papers that we've got here. So ChatGPT plugins, it's like I said, think Chrome extensions. It's things that we can add on into ChatGPT to empower those different searches. So that's the first one. I went to the release notes, and today is March 23rd, and I'm posting this live. And we are going to have access to browsing as well as code interpretation and third-party plugins. Now, first, or these last two, probably not as important for us in real estate, but browsing really is. So when you go to, let's just go to google.com, because that's where everyone browses. Sorry, Bing. It's just true. You have to search something, and let's go to status ChatGPT, and then it pulls up all of these, and then you have to manually click on all of these different links and look through and kind of parse the content yourself. Now, this is tedious. This is a human process, right? Well, what ChatGPT is doing now with browsing is it's going to do that for you. So now we have the power of almost an immediate search and then giving you the answer through ChatGPT. So sadly, I think this is going to break a advertising model for Google, maybe even Bing. I don't know. So not sure what that looks like in the future, but for us, the end user, that is crazy. So that is really cool. I went ahead and clicked on this ChatGPT plugin waitlist. It takes you here to this crazy looking blue and pictographic screen. I assume that that has a reason. It talks to you a little bit about what the plugin is, as well as how to use it, some documentation on it. And the first plugins have been created by Expedia, Instacart, Kayak, OpenTable, Shopify, Slack, and it shows some of these different things and what they can do. So like I said, one of the really cool ones that I saw an example on was for Instacart. So you can order your favorite groceries, and you can do it using ChatGPT. So I think that is crazy. And like I said, I think there's some really cool things that we as real estate agents will be able to do with that. And I'm looking forward to it. So Here's that example of how to use the ChatGPT plugin. You can find this OpenAI /blog/chatgpt -plugin. I'll throw the description down in the link. Don't even worry about it. But it's got some really cool stuff there. Now, the other thing that I wanted to look at is this is an introduction to ChatGPT's plugin. So what we have access to is when we are searching with that, the plugin is going to give us the ability to retrieve real-time information. So think sports scores, stock prices, latest news, etc. Again, we're going to be essentially using it like you would a Google search historically, but it's just going to give you the answers. It's going to give you access to that. And so now you can retrieve knowledge-based information, computer documents, personal notes, etc. And you can perform actions on behalf of the user, like booking flights, ordering food, Instacart, things like that. So not only do we have some really crazy stuff coming, but we have some really powerful tools in the making. And truthfully, I don't yet know what we can do with this. I don't yet know when it is going to be available. I don't know yet if Mark and I are going to just like grind out the next 48 hours of our evenings into creating something for you guys. But we are going to do something with it. And I wanted to take a moment and share it with you guys. So that is really all I have for this video. Like I said, it's going to be a brief one, but it was one. I was literally sitting here at my desk. I was eating lunch. I was on TikTok. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? So then I scarfed down my food. I like messaged Mark and I said, hey, you got to see this. And I sent him all these articles and he just replied, wow. And so he's at work. So I don't blame him. He'll probably dive into this later. But that is what is going on in ChatGPT news. And I just thought it was too great not to share it. So I hope this is interesting to you and more to come about ChatGPT plugins, but I wanted to share it while we've got it, and I hope you're having a great day.